Fifth part of when your possessive boyfriend is a psycho who wants to keep you to himself only. Author point of view. You came to police station with Ha in, but nobody let you see Taehang. Ha in. How can you people stop me? It's my right. She was at the verge of losing patience. Man, we are given orders to keep him away from anyone. You were sure that must be Jim instead. Ha-in was rich and resourceful, but Mr. Park must have special ways. Lawyer came and persuaded the officers. They allowed only one person. Ha-in, Yan, you go. Yan, me, you should go. You are his mother. Ha-in, only you can handle him. Please ask him to wait for us. Go, my daughter. You nodded and hugged her before leaving. Following lawyer, you entered an office. The light was dim. You spotted Tehang behind the table. His eyes fell on you and shone. Da Shan, leaving the chair he strode, but lawyer came in his way. Leo, sir, please, we hardly got to arrange this meeting. Da, then at least I will meet. He came to you and raised his cuffed hands. You hugged him and he caged you tightly. Da, my baby. You looked up. There were a few scratch marks on his face. Jan, how this happened, Tehong? He shrugged off and placed his on your tears mixed in, but you did not push him back. He parted and looked back at Leo. Ta, mind turning your head away. He seemed embarrassed. Tehong lifted you up and you had to. Jan, do you know in what condition you are? You hit on his back when he. Da, I know, but I don't care. He mumbled, and you were having a hard time to not. Jan, Tehong. He hummed while your face was blushing. You gulped. Jan, Jimin is in hospital. His injuries. You stopped when he pulled back his head, and the psychotic look in his eyes was shown. Jan, his dad. Da, you are mine, Jan. Only mine, and no one else. I would choose to kill you rather than seeing you with someone else. You waited to him for him to say that he was kidding, but he put you down. You talked to him. Did he touch you somewhere? His possessiveness swirled your mind, Jan. He is unconscious. That is what you did to him, Jan. His father is persistent to put you behind the bars, and my dad wants me to forget you. Voice cracked and chin queered. Leo, sir, if you behave well, then we can take you out soon. Tehong wiped your tears. Ta, how soon? Leo, few weeks. Ta, you think I will stay here for weeks? Jan, please do as they say. Don't create more troubles. You had decided to not cry in front of him, but it was difficult to fight without him. Ta, I can stay here for years if you will be here too. Your ears turned red. Yan, it's really not funny, Tehang. Jimin will ta, stop taking his name. You wanted to cry crazily at his free attitude. Lawyer explained him more that he heard boringly. The time was over and you were leaving when he pulled you closer. Ta, you will come to meet me daily. Yan daily. Ta, why will you not? Yan, I will try. Ta, and you will stay away from Jimin. And you nodded. Ta, my sweet baby. For the next 2 days, Mr. Park didn't let the police take any statement from Jimin, saying that he is not stable. He just wanted to stretch the case. Today, you were also in hospital room when Jimin was telling what happened at uni. Mr. Park, he is a psycho. Jan, no, he is not. Jimin, please dismiss the case. I think there was some misunderstanding. It will never happen again. Officer, what is your decision, Jimin? He looked at his father and then at you. Jimin, he should be punished for not only hurting me, but also for Jan. Your eyes widened while everyone's gaze shifted to you. Jan, what? Jimin? Jimin. I had seen marks on her. It's toxic. Jan, stop it, Jimin. It's not true. He never hurt me. You back to Jimin with your eyes. Jan, why you hid this? Jan, it never happened, Dad. Officer, she had been visiting him in station. Your dad passed death clears. Mr. Park, do anything, officer. I don't want to see him free any sooner. They left, and you were standing there like a criminal. Joe, we are going home now. 2 days passed, and your father had locked you inside the house. He took your phone, and you had no source to contact Ha-in or Leo. Jan, Taehong must be waiting for me, thinking about him. Your heart ached. Hearing yelling, you came out of your room and saw Ha-in arguing with Joe. Ha-in, Mom, you used to call her that as you know her for years. Hi, Jan, where have you been? I was trying to contact you. Joe, go back in your room, Jan. He was shocked by your closeness. Hi, please, Mr. Joe, my son is not a murderer. Dismiss the case, I beg. Joe, that is not in my hands. Fine, you can talk to Mr. Park. He sighed. Joe, I will try. If you keep your son away from my daughter, Joe, let her decide. She is a businesswoman and a mother too. Your heart thudded. He didn't left anyway. Ha-in. They love each other. Why can't you see that? Joe, I can see very well, Mrs. Kim, and I can see how he can be for my daughter. For my whole life, I raised her like an innocent flower, and I will not allow anyone to hurt her. She looked in pain. Jan, he is not dead, please. Hein, I will take him away from this country. That made your heart fall in your stomach. Jan, no, you can't. Your father pulled you back when you tried to go after Hein, who was leaving with her head hung low. You were allowed to go to uni only if you will stay stuck to Jimin's side. Jimin, what have you done with your eyes? He tried to touch your puffy eyes, but you jerked away his hand. Jimin, sleep properly, Jan. You look so weak. Jan, you don't need to care about me. Jimin, then who will care? Taehyung, he will be free in a few days and then he will live forever. That cut your already shattered heart. Jan, you people are cruel. Pain shadowed his face for a moment when your eyes welled up. Jimin, we are saving you, Jan. Your tears started falling non-stop. Jan, I don't want to live without him. He wrapped his arm around you and side hugged you. You came to restroom and looked at yourself in the mirror. Jan, without you I am so dead. Duh, me too. Your head turned to your right and you forgot to blink when you saw him there. He was coming towards you. Ta, Jani. Hearing your name from him melted you. He in his arms and the shelf behind. Ta, you missed me while leaning on your and you were afraid that it was just a dream. Jan, how you here? Ta, that Jimin was very touching with you. Was he there too? Ta, the way I feel you touch you. It should be only for me. Jan, how are you here? You were his long fingers wrapped around your swan neck and leaned you back. You gasped for air when he. Ta, I told you to stay away from him, didn't I? Your breathing was enraged and you pushed him back. He again. Ta, my baby needs a punishment, huh? You were glaring at him with red shot eyes. His brows raised when you hit your hands on his chest. He took a step back when you did that again. Ta, I was talking about giving you punishment, not the other way around. He grabbed your hands when you again tried to repeat the stunt. Jan, what do you think you are? I was dying without you, and here you are not serious about anything. You complained with tears and threw yourself on him. He tightly hugged back. Jan, they want you to leave. Will you leave this country? You were sobbing on his shoulder. Ta, calm down. I am here with you. Jan, I love you so much. I cannot live like this. Don't leave me. Please, Tehang. Ta, I didn't know my baby loves me so much. He separated and whipped your face. Ta, who said I will leave you? I will never, even if you beg me to. His words laced with obsession. But how are you here? The door was knocked vigorously. Jimin, Jan, open the door. Ta, this. You put your hand on his mouth. Jan, please. Jimin, Tehong is on the run. It's dangerous. Let's go home. Your mind was blown away and you looked at him in shock. You felt his muscles were tightening. Jan, why you? He removed your hand. Da, anything for you, baby. To be continued. Sorry for the same dialogue, but next part will come soon. Thanks for watching and love you all.